Hey, crypto investors. I just wanted to do this quick little video here. When you look at the overall market cap of the cryptos as well as the 24-hour volume, if we just put this to 1 year, we're pretty much, if you look at the volume and if you look at the overall market, we're still trading in this range. Um, I posted on Twitter, don't be fooled. I know it looks impressive. We haven't seen much movement in Bitcoin for several months. It's been trading in a range, and now we broke that range. I know it looks extremely bullish. I know we're all getting excited. Um, but when you look at the numbers, it's not really that exciting, and it kind of looks like, um, it's still trading in a range. On Twitter, I posted these two charts. I'm not, as you could tell, back in April, we hit the 1.25 trillion mark, and then we came way off of that. Then we tested it again in July. Yeah, we can test it again now, um, and come back down until it breaks that 1.25 trillion and uses and flips that and uses as support, and then we move forward from that point on. Um, I'm not really getting too excited. I know most of the money is going into Bitcoin. If we look at here, the Bitcoin dominance is up. We're at 51.8 percent. So I know it looks exciting. If you look at the volume, some of the volume, I mean, was up, like 100, 200%. I know it looks awesome, but if you look over here and we just zoom out a little bit, we're still trading in this range. Um, we're not. I mean, we popped up over $50 billion, but now we're coming down. Now we're having a bull flag, but the bull flag is downwards. So we could retest the 50 billion mark, but it just doesn't. I don't know if you guys remember in 2018, I believe it was, or 19. I think it was 19 that Bitcoin went all the way down to 3,000, then pumped all the way up to 11, 12,000, and then crashed back down. A lot of this movement is there's a lot of hype in the market right now, and also I want to express that when there's really no big headlines, or if everybody's kind of priced things in, like when we had the Russian Ukraine war started up, it shocked the markets. Then it was like okay for a while, and then Bitcoin started to go up, and the crypto started going up, and then boom, we got hit by FTX and all this stuff. So I mean, I any big war with a big country is going to give shockwaves, but as of right now, the Ukraine Russia thing has already been absorbed. Um, Bad economies normally mean there's going to be a flush of cash in the system. So bad news could equal good news, where the markets and crypto and everything goes up. The incident, the situation over in Israel, it's more of a very small regional conflict at this point. So there, there really isn't anything negative. We've been experiencing nothing but positive news with the Security and Exchange Commission, with the maturity of regulation around the world, all kinds of news about the Bank of International Settlements, working with XRP, uh, and actually, stable tokens and Bitcoin. Uh, possibly getting adopted by 2025, becoming a part of the Basel system. I'll be posting videos and making videos on that. So if we just kind of zoom out a little bit, this just looks like a bear market rally. There is no real clear way or where, I see a lot of this money coming from. Unless it comes from other assets and piling in, and I'm talking like the past several weeks, we were at 1.4 trillion dollars. So I mean, only I said between 10 and 20 billion came into market on Twitter. I think it's even less than that. It's more like 13, 14 billion. That just tells me there's just money slushing around, and it's just sitting on the sidelines, and it just came in. This could be a flush out, where they pump the market and then we come in at the end, because a lagging indicator is always going to be retail. So to suck the retail in and then dump it on us, and they just rinse and repeat. So um, between the last 24-hour volume, today into yesterday, we're only up 16.73%. So it already looks to me that a lot of this hype is it's on the end of this little hype cycle, and I think retail is probably jumping in now. Maybe next few more days, and probably go sideways for a while and then come back down. I'm fully expecting, just based on what I'm seeing here, I don't really see. We're not over 1.25 trillion. The 24-hour volume seems to be in normal range. There's really, and it's actually downward. It doesn't really seem that exciting. I know it I think it just was trading sideways for so long. Now we got less sellers, we got more net buyers, and these things kind of tend to happen. So we haven't had a good positive day in several months. We were extremely oversold in 2022, and we have since rebounded from 2022. But I just think we're oversold, and now I'm not feeling it. I think this is more of like hype with the spot ETF. I think money came out of the bond market because the 5-year yield went down. So money was coming out of there. I think oil has since rebounded, but I know oil last night was dropping. So I really just see this as money being flushed around. It's exciting, but also there is there is some like Bitcoin and ETH. There is some supply shocks for some of these tokens, and and whatnot. So, but to be honest with you, it's going to be interesting to see how this happens. But I don't see where the new money's going to come in. I just see this old money just kind of slushing around, and all it can take is an interest rate hike, or some good numbers or something like that in housing or something, whatever it could be, and things can come down. But yeah, when I see these green days like this, now if we get many days where it goes up like this and then it crashes, a few weeks later, then trades sideways and it goes back up, that is what I'm looking for, and that will be what I call my phase one bull market. So I think we're in the beginning of the phase one bull market, but we're not like really entrenched in that first leg. We're kind of still like in denial. We're still not sure phase. So like in one of the other videos I posted, it's still an accumulation. We're still in an accumulation for all these cryptos. And just keep in mind, the metaverse, you're going to have to wait until it's 40, 45,000, 50,000 for a while before that really starts going to the moon. But it's a great time to accumulate, in my opinion, good projects. It's been, ever since the end of 2021, the beginning of 2022, when everything crashed off, it seemed like since then it's always been a very good accumulation. So this is exciting. It's something to keep an eye on, but it's not the big indicators. It's not the big moves that I'm looking for yet. Until we're over 1.25 trillion, until we get the green light, like with a spot ETF for billions of dollars to come in. It's just a wait and see holding pattern now. But like I said, Bitcoin at 31,000 is still cheap. ETH, XRP, all these tokens are still pretty cheap. Also, you want to keep an eye out for all the stable tokens. If you see some of the stable token amounts, going down. That means money could be pulled out and be putting into the projects. So on any given moment, I mean, you got at least 50 to 100 trillion or $100 billion in uh, tokens, stable tokens that at any moment can come into the crypto space and pump things up and pump and dump or whatever. But I'm this is a good thing, but I'm not. This isn't. I'm looking for more indicators to kind of convince me whether we're in a bull market or not. Like I said, we're in the beginning. We're testing things out. I would say if phase one bull market, in my opinion, if you break it down into three phases, you have the early, the middle, and the end. I would say we're in the early of the phase one, and it really won't be confirmed until we hold over 35,000 for Bitcoin at any given moment. So yeah, it's something to keep an eye on, but stay tuned. Also, you want to look at the fear and greed index when this kind of moves. You want to be paying attention to this because this is more along the lines of retail. So we're in the short period of time here. Let's just go to the 7 day. We're going up to the greed. So unless we can find out where the new money's coming from to support this market and to grow it, I could see this market dumping off and trapping retail and stealing their money. So be very careful, pay attention out there, and hope this information helps.